Okay, for you all that goes like when I get to Poland, maybe I'll get to work, so I don't need to. You'll be surprised by the number of students that gets almost homeless because of this mindset. I'm speaking from experience. So if you're coming to Poland, right? If you're coming to Poland, you want to ensure that you have at least 6 months money for your living expenses, at least 6 months before you like get to settle down. And even though you're planning to, like, I'm going to work when I get to Poland, I'm going to work and all that. You must have at least 6 months, 6 months money for your living expenses. So that will cover like your house rent, cover your feeding, and if for that 6 months, then the chance of getting a job within 6 months is high, right? So you're going to get a job within 6 months, and then you can easily have money to cover your expenses and all that. To then, so if you are coming there, right? If you are coming to Poland, right? Coming to Poland, and then you don't have any plans, you don't have any money set for at least 6 months, you might have to learn from my own experience. So yeah. So I've had a lot of people asking me questions like, okay, how much do you need to when I'm coming to Poland, how much do I need to cover my expenses and what is the basic cost of living there and stuff like that. So I've taken the time to get data from different students. I got data for about 20 students. So I compared the cost of living and everything, and then I have an average cost of living in Poland, in Warsaw particularly. So in Warsaw is one of the major cities in Poland. So I'm using that as the reference for living costs in Poland. So let's look at some of the points I got from the students I surveyed. So let's start with the basic one, accommodation. So most students in Poland, right, they go for a room. So if you are coming to Poland and you as a student, of course you don't want to live in too expensive apartment, so they live in a room, right? And a room costs about monthly rent about 370 euros per month, right? That's the average. So some might be higher, some might be lower, but I'm looking at average from 20 students, right? So averagely they spend about 370 euros for one room every month. Every month they spend about 370 euros. So yeah, I can put that on one side. So yeah, occasionally too, if you want to find cheaper. So as I said, if you're going for this thing, is the average. But if you want to like get cheaper accommodation, so people resolve to get a flat. So maybe like a 2 bedroom or 3 bedroom flat. You get, so let's say for example a 3 bedroom flat, you can get to share the room. So that means you share uh one room. You can have other two people. But I would advise that if you want to do this kind of thing, you have to ensure that there are people that you know, right? You don't want to live in your flat with some people that you guys won't get along and to be trouble later. So you might, except you have trust, like you trust people that are coming in here, maybe. But basically, you are going for your close friends that can live together in a flat. So you can share the room. That's three people can share one room each, and then you can spend around 900 euros for 3 bedroom. You understand? For 900 euros for 3 bedroom, you can easily share 300 euros. I think that's even cheaper than getting a whole room myself. You understand? So that you can put that into consideration. Yeah. So another thing that you can also want to look at is, let's see, transportation. Let's talk about transportation. So people that live in Warsaw, Poland, Warsaw specifically, right? Um, the most viable option and the most feasible one is getting the monthly pass, right? So this the student pass. As long as you have your ID card as a college student, right? You get a pass, and per month you can pay for per month about 12 euros per month, right? Just 12 euros every month. Just they take you anywhere as much as you want to travel anywhere you want to go in Poland, around the city anywhere. You can take the buses for just 12 euro per month. So that, I think that's the best one. Instead of taking cabs that was spend more, this is a very very good option for a month. Just pay 12 euros for transportation. I think that's fair. So let's look at another thing. Let's take a look at feeding. So this one, there are two categories of students. So I have to do it separately for that reason, based on the category of the students. So some of them like to eat out, and some of them like to cook, right? So averagely, let's start from people that actually cook from home, right? If you make your meal at home and all that, so you're looking at something about 180 to 275 euros. So 180 euro to 275, depending on what you're buying, right? The food, that's for groceries. You want to buy groceries from the store. Basically, you spend around. Let's just put it to the max, right? 275 euros. That was the average that you spent. If you are going to be using you're going to be using what's it called? You're going to be using groceries like cooking from home and all that, which is that. So now what happens if you want to like the other category, right? You want to eat out, you want to go out and eat at least once or twice a day or three times a day. So how much do you spend? How much do you spend on food? So that based on that I got that well I got that you spend about 180 euros per month. So that was the average, about 180 euros per month. That was the spend for that was the spend for feeding if you are going to be eating out per month. I mean 180 euros per month. So yeah, I also want to like give you insights in something that might be helpful, and then uh, okay, that might be helpful. What are the best places you can shop in Warsaw that will actually be very good, like saving money, right? Like very affordable options. So you're talking about supermarket like Bidronka, you can shop in Bidronka or Lindy, or you can shop at Auchan and all that. So I think those are good places that you can. Those are good places that you can. Like you can shop that for a frequent, like they have like lower prices and free, they have discounts and all that. So now let's go on. Let's go on to look at other things that my common part of your basic plan. So there's also health insurance, right? So it's compulsory to have health insurance in Poland as a student. So how much do you actually spend for health insurance there? So similarly, they have monthly plans, right? They have monthly plans like the government insurance, right? The popular one. You spend around 12 euros per month as well. So 12 euros per month, you just pay, and every month you can keep subscribing every month for your health insurance and all that. And this will give you access to like all the basic healthcare coverage and all that. So now these are as I mentioned, these are the basic things, right? So now what if you want to add other things? Of course, you can't come to Poland and just be only eating and getting transport, paying for health insurance and stuff like that. You want to go into other stuff like entertainment, you want to go to the club, you want to go for shopping, you want to go for tourism, all those things, and then how much does that actually cost? So in that case, I want you to budget around extra 250 to 300 euros a month, and that depends. That's like a max, right? That depends how much going out you're outgoing you are and how much you want to explore, and then yeah. So about let's just say around 300,000, 300 euros will cover your about 200 euros to cover your entertainment, like you want to go shopping, entertainment and other basic things, shopping, even shopping are included, right? About 200 euros, and then yeah, and then you have a good spot in Poland. So yeah, so as I mentioned this thing, be careful. I'm speaking from experience, right? From experience. When you're going to Poland, you guys were going to Warsaw or any other place, Dublin or anywhere, ensure that you have enough funds for 6 months. So you can use the insight I just give right now, the average I spend for each categories of spending, and then try to create 6 months worth of 6 months worth of living costs. Right? Just have that. If you, even though you don't have enough for the whole year, have for the 6 months, and then between that 6 months, even within 3 months, sometimes you might be lucky, you might get it in a few weeks or even a week after you get there, anything, and you can get a job and then be able to. But if you are leaving your country to a new country, it's always best prepared for, I won't say for the worst, but for the average, right? Averagely 6 months you are fine, right? So you must have that ahead, and it's also help you to get time to get jobs I actually want. So imagine jumping to Poland right now and you're looking for, I want to get a job. You might end up getting a job that you don't really like, but because at that moment you need money, so you have no choice. Anything that comes your way, you just chop at it. But if you have like enough funds for yourself, at least for that 6 months, you can have the time to check different jobs for you. Okay, which one works best for you? Is it a job that's going to take so much of your time that you have time to actually study? Is it work that it takes a lot of stress that you're like stressed out every time, and then you don't even have time to like focus on your studies and all that? So the number one thing I want to do in Poland as a student is to study, right? So it should be your primary focus. Anything I think in your head is, how am I going to have enough time for my study and achieve my academic goals? You understand? So if you're getting a job, ensure that job is not affecting your studies. And which is why I will recommend that you have enough funds with you. So you not get homeless. I'm not joking from experience. I'm not joking, you can go homeless. I'm not joking. If you don't have plans, financial plans, you understand. So yeah, so that's it for all those who have been asking me for how much it costs to actually live in Poland. That's a breakdown, specifically for Warsaw, which is one of the most expensive place to live. So and using that means anywhere else you're going to live in Poland with this expenses, with this budget, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Yes, you'll be fine. So yeah, that's it. And then well, have a good day.